All right, says we're live. Hello, welcome. Gotta get my chapstick. How we doing? Happy Monday. Happy last Monday of January. Um, also, please pardon the voice. It's kind of scratchy today. I did take some medicine, but we shall see how it goes. But yeah, happy Monday morning. Happy week 5, I think. Is today week 5? Yes, today is week 5. Which is kind of, it's like, how does it go by so fast? But yeah, today is day 5. I realized last night as I was in bed that I had not done, I think, any of the things that I said on Friday that I was planning to do this weekend. I did not finish the Ghost Seer book, reading that. I did not finish my setting up my February. I did not declutter stuff with my mom. So I did nothing of what I had planned to do this weekend, but it's okay. Today starts a new week. There's more time in the world, so it's okay. Um, but yeah, it was sort of like, oh man, I didn't do any of that. I did at least get the cleaning sprint video. I got that done and uploaded, and so that should have gone live at 12:30. Supposedly it did correctly, so excellent. We'll use that, I think, at the end of the sprint today, or at the end of the stream today. Let's see, what else? It's sunny. It's supposed to be sunny for the next 2.5 days. So I might get a couple of walks in. That's gonna be nice. Yeah, it's very, very chill since yesterday. Not a whole lot has changed. My blanket has not changed. I did not crochet any yesterday. I did do some reading, but not as much as I wanted to. So also I got sucked into a new phone game called Cats and Soup. But man, is it so you can play it without doing a whole lot of ads, but if you want to like progress quickly in the game, watching ads is like the shortcut for that shortcut. So I have been contemplating whether or not I should be even playing the game, because it's like there's a lot of ads in here. But the cats are cute, so I'm like, I'll play it for a while and then I'll delete it, just like I do every other game I put on my phone. So, but that's how my non-writing time has gone. A little bit of reading, a little bit of phone game. So, yeah. Megan says, hello all. I'm attempting to write a eulogy today. Okay. Yeah. I've had to speak at a couple of my relatives, but I don't think I've ever had to do the main eulogy, which is good. But yeah, they're hard to write and hard to deliver, and yeah. So thoughts and prayers and vibes and all the good things with you. Francis says, hey everyone, also doing some writing today. You've got a 3K goal today. Nice. Excellent. Becca says, oh, Megan, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Diane says, good morning. Megan says, yes, I've been in mourning since the 16th, so I'm feeling better now. But now comes the hard part. I've been estranged from my family for 7 years. Now you have to sum up your aunt's life. That is hard, especially when family is estranged. Yeah. my father has been estranged in some form or fashion from his older sisters for quite some time. He was a little closer to the eldest sister, um, but uh, they would have like maybe one long phone call a year, if that. And then when we moved over here, he couldn't get a hold of them because they had moved, and then we moved, and so then like nobody had anybody's number. And so my cousin found my brother on I think Facebook and sent him a message um, when she passed, and he didn't listen to his voicemail box until like 6 months later. So it was like already a done deal, already long past by the time we found out, and it was a weird situation. And then the same thing happened with um, my other aunt, in terms of my dad's side, who was very much estranged from my dad. And so it was like he was surfing on Facebook again and saw that she'd passed away in 2022. And we had no clue, didn't know. So estrangement adds a different layer of complexity to the grief, I would say. And that's like, very much understating it. So I'm sorry, that's rough. And yeah. Don't even know when / if you'll get to share the eulogy with anyone other than your therapist. So that makes it even more interesting. Yeah. But at least you can talk to the therapist about it. So that is hopefully helpful. Carrie says, hi, hello, welcome, good morning / afternoon / evening / I think it's afternoon for you. Cool Gamers, his hello, everybody. Hello, welcome. CB here is here. Hello, you're rewriting Stark for President 1. You just saw the trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. The film looks amazing. Ooh, I don't think I've seen the trailer for that yet, so I'll be excited when I do get to see it. Rachel says, yay, I made it. Yes, excellent. Welcome. Stacy says, hello, welcome. CB has no contact at all with one side of your family, and that's the way you want to keep it. Yeah, and that's fine. Most estrangements are, I should say, a good proportion of estrangements are purposeful. So, okay, so the new trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire dropped this afternoon. Gotcha. Okay. Rachel says, I wish I had accepted the job of writing a eulogy for the last funeral I attended. Instead, I wound up having to keep the peace between people who decided to, quote unquote, say a few words. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. People's egos, man. But also family. What are you going to do? That's why our chosen families sort of help round us out. And Rachel's drafting a story about Southern funerals. Oh boy, because of this and other experiences. But this experience definitely took the cake. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Anyway, let's think about what we're doing today. I am going to be, I think, drafting a decent bit today. I think I'm at the point where I can add more. I've gotten to the end of a section that I wanted to edit to the current editableness. And then I am moving on to the next section. So yeah, so I'm kind of excited about that. So I get to be drafting a little bit today. We will see if I probably pull out, will I pull out my Bujo? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I pull out my Bujo and do anything in there. I kind of doubt it because I want to mostly keep it bare so that I can like hopefully film and edit. Y'all know I struggle with editing videos. But anyway, so I'm hoping that I can at least put a February setup. Again, I still haven't finished the prior ones that I filmed, but we'll maybe stick them together. I don't know. We'll see. CB says, my godfather was my father's brother, and so your uncle, okay. And you weren't even told till after the fact. If I meant anything to the family at all, they would have found a way to contact you. Well, that's I don't know. Anyway. Rachel says, at least you're getting it out of your heart and mind and onto paper. True. That is cathartic in and of itself to Megan. Yes, that is true. That is true. Rachel did see the trailer as well and said it was exciting. Megan is looking forward to the catharsis. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I understood that. Yes. Yes. Yeah, families are weird. But that's why our chosen families are all the more precious. So, I mean, our birth families can be precious as well, but the chosen family is fantastic. Nail on the head in terms of like egos. Yeah. 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 Okay. Let's do a card pull. I don't think we did one yesterday, did we? Ooh, okay. Today we have the cat spirit. Claim your independence. Okay. And it's a little orange ginger cat. All right, here we go. Here's our lovely ginger cat. Claim your independence. And apparently all of your accessories. When the cat meows, she is calling you to claim your independence and allow for some space between you and others in your life. The only way you can grow in all your relationships now is to have a healthy sense of self-respect and self-worth. When you walk with dignity, knowing who you are, self-aware and willing to grow, trusting the value that you bring, the world will mirror all of this back to you. When you say no to codependency and enmeshment, live and let live and practice taking risks as you wander into new territory for yourself, the cat rejoices. She is here to urge you to let your independent spirit roam free. Very nice. There's like so much detail on this card that it's hard to sort of like process. So like obviously there's the pattern in the fur and then like the little jewel in the collar sort of area. There's the, I don't know, maybe sort of like sunflower and feathers, but around the fur around the eye also looks sort of like a Venetian mask. And then the wings, of course. And then the little blue gem in the third eye placement. Also, I just noticed that there's heterochromia in the cat's eyes. They're different colors. So that's fun. So much detail. I mean, it's hard to not like just stop and stare. All right, let's see if we can get it to maybe focus. There we go. All right. So that's our card for today, is the cat spirit claiming independence, which I think was also like some of the message there is kind of goes along with what we were talking about with families and frustrations. So yeah. All right. Bonnie Being Bunny is here. Hello. Welcome. Happy Monday. You love cats. That's adorable. Yes. Oh, he's cute. Rachel says, today during the sprints, I want to place all of the episodes/chapters that we've written into the proper order. You have a document assigned to each book in this series. Nice. Chosen families are very precious. Yes. Yes, yes. Bunny is lurking while homeschooling. Excellent. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and get a timer up. Let's see. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the document that I'm going to be working on. That's part of step 1. Okay. Getting to where I left off. All right, here we go. So step 1 is to save your document. 2, take a sip of whatever it is that you're hydrating with. I've got another mug of tea that I may have to reheat. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, how'd we do? Let's see. Mark where I'm leaving off. And scroll back up to see how I did. Okay. 826. Okay. Which means I can move that, and I forgot to bring down the other two that I wanted to work on today. But I can move at least one sticky already, which is nice. 'Tis very nice. All right, let me get this set back up so I can start again. Okay, how'd we do? How did we do? Did we make some progress? Did we get settled in? Did we get distracted? Are we being productive? What's going on? Ooh. So Monique is here. Finished your lunch. You made pork adobo, your own version, and it took a while. Very happy with what you made, though. Excellent. You were currently looking through My Ex is a Vampire and making notes on what to edit. After the sprint, you're going to be playing Baldur's Gate. I'm assuming Baldur's Gate 3. Paget is here. Hello! So glad to be back at it. We're glad you're here too. Monique pulled from the Buffy Tarot deck the 9 of Wands. Okay. What's my cheat sheet say about that? Because I think 10 of Wands is overwhelm. Is 9? No, I'm thinking Pentacles. What is it? File. Open. You would think that I would have all of these memorized by now, but I don't. Okay, 9 of Wands. Courage, self-discipline, willpower. It's the card of the wounded warrior who lived to fight another day. So persistence is key, even in the face of adversity. Persistence is good. So that's your card. Okay. Let's see. Rachel says, for that sprint, I kind of wavered from my goal, but I needed to get together a small grocery list, so that's what you did. Excellent. You did some meal planning instead. I don't know that we necessarily do meal planning. Most of what we do is like we write down what we had for dinner on the calendar that's in the kitchen, and then it's like we see what we haven't had in like 3 days to a week. So it's like if we had pasta in the last 3 days, like maybe another option. Whereas if we had like rice for 2 days in a row, we'll switch it up, type of thing. Mainly we look at what's the different carb and protein options. Those are usually determining factors for what we don't have for dinner that night if we've already had it recently. So it's about as far as we go for meal plan. It's, if we use a half a ration of bacon, then we have to cook the other one, relatively soon type of thing. Anything fresh, of course, always has to be used a little bit more frequently, but Rachel says hello to Paget. Paget says hey. At least you got that done, right? Paget ended up working on your blurb. Nice. So you're in the same boat of like not working on what you intended to work on. Um, Rachel says, yes, that's at least one less thing in your book. Pedge says, I had 4 other goals, yet here I am. But it needs to get done. Yeah. Elizabeth is here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. Pedge says, hi, Elizabeth. I love when Elizabeth is spelled your way. It's my middle name, too. That spelling. Well, I have the Z. Elizabeth has the S. So I always thought it was fun to have the cursive Z in the middle of my name. I don't know why, but I thought it was. The other letter that I wished I had, I always liked the way that a cursive capital L looks. So I was like, oh man, I kind of wish I had an L. But at the same time, it's just like you get used to what you have and you enjoy some of what you have, or you change it and you go by your nickname and then you get whatever. Patch says, I'm also an Elizabeth and I've always wished it was spelled with an S. Okay. Nice. I kind of like the Z though, for me. But that's probably because my cursive S's are very ugly. Ms. Monique says, I really hope the readers of my novel know what a mixed CD is. Yeah, we are getting to the time where, it's probably, your novel takes place in the early 2010s, so mixed CDs were still a thing, right? Yeah. Elizabeth says, oh, thanks. Rachel says, looks down, I used to use mixed tapes, so yeah. My kids know what a mixed CD is. They're millennial and Gen Z, so I think they will. Yeah. Same. We used to make mixed cassettes and then graduated into mixing CDs. I miss that culture. Yeah, now essentially everything you just put together like a Spotify playlist. So it's very different, feels like. But at the same time, there are plenty of people who make a Spotify playlist and share that around. So I don't know. Rachel says, usually, if nothing else, they know what it is from their parentals, right? Yeah. Ooh, Lexi got 1,414 done. 1414. Nice. Pedge says, so I'm the Oregon Trail generation, right? Yes. Which means you came upon mixtapes, then mixed CDs. So you were always called mixed CDs, mixtapes. Or you just like leave off the last word and you say, I'm going to like burn a mix, or I'm going to make a mix. And then, whatever form it's in is what form it is. Rachel says, same to Paget. You're like, I wonder if anybody else does this. Probably. There's probably a whole lot of us that do that. Yeah. You don't know if Gen Z would know mixtape, mixed CD probably, and they would feel cool knowing something older. I think it depends on. I think a good amount of Gen Z does know. Gen Alpha, however. Gen Alpha, I don't know. Rachel says a little. Carrie says, I'm adding dates to my February Bujo and setting IDE paper and stickers and stuff to, what's IDE paper? Or setting aside paper and stickers and stuff to use for the month. Gotcha. Pedge says a little to Rachel. Me too. It's 2 of us who do it anyway. Setting aside. Okay, there we go. I was like, okay, got it. Bujo is bullet journal. It's just the shortened first 2 letters. So it's like doing National Novel Writing Month as NaNoWriMo. It's just like shortened. So Rachel says, I found that my Gen Xers are really proud of knowing their history of culture, and so they probably would recognize the terms. Probably, yeah. Megan got distracted. Ooh, you made a phone call to the pharmacist. Yay, adulting. They said to call after 2 p.m. Oh, they're on their lunch break. So I wrote some nonsense, hoping something would spring from your pen. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Yeah. Yes, Megan had already answered this, but Bujo is bullet journal. Patch says, yeah, I don't know if Gen Z is like this, but I'm the last year of Gen Z, but often called a millennial. So it's kind of like you're on the cusp, I guess. 1981, that's like way elder millennial. In your mind, millennial is at least 85 or 6. Anyway, yeah. You liked knowing things that were about 20 years older than me because they were cool. Yeah, well, and that's the whole reason, like, I liked flared pants because they were, like, vintage, and now they're back again. Y'all, like, fashion is weird. But I really liked the bell bottoms and the flares and stuff, and so now that they're back in style, I'm like, "Yes." But at the same time, I still have a whole bunch of pairs of, like, skinny jeans and stuff because, like, I remember getting, like, critiqued so hard about wearing flared, jeans past the time that they were, like, cool or whatever. Um, and so it's like, "Alright, well, okay, fine, skinny jeans it is then." And then, like, for most of, getting into being an adult, skinny jeans were, like, the thing. You couldn't catch anybody wearing anything but them, and they're like, "Oh, straight legs are ugly. Oh, flares are ugly." And now mom jeans came back, and then flared jeans are now a thing, and I'm like, "You guys said it wasn't cool. Like, why 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 are you going back and forth?" Anyway, I should just kept wearing my flares because I thought they were fun. Oh, well. Oh, well. They're back in style now. So, let's be a lesson. Stick to your style, whatever it is, it'll come back around. Um, anyway. The Nine of Wands currently definitely fits the current vibe of My Ex is a Vampire, and where you currently are in Baldur's Gate 3. Nice. When you were 26 and knowing about what a 42-year-old liked, like 80s punk or new wave, was an interesting to you in a good way, right? Yeah. Yeah. Does sound good. Yes. You also grew up listening to Motown. Yep, same. So you like old stuff. Is Gen Z into this, or Gen Z is very into things that they consider like vintage. They don't like necessarily the word antique, but they like the word vintage. So I don't know. Megan has an L in your name. You really like my name, but you didn't always. Yeah, same thing. When I was a kid, I didn't necessarily like Julie Ann, the whole thing, so I went by Julie. And then I was like, oh, there's like way too many Julies. Like, Julie is really common. I don't want to be like normal. So I started going by my full name. And then I was like, oh, I should probably have a nickname because I don't like it when people call me Julie anymore. So I should have a nickname to give them. And so I think my senior year in high school, a friend of mine started calling me Jules, like Jules Verne. And I was like, I like that. I'm gonna take this and like ride with it. So that's how I became Jules. So Rachel says, my Gen Zers like the new sounds made from the older stuff, right? Yeah. When you introduce them to the originals, at least the two that are close to you, they will let me know which they like better. Okay, yeah. It winds up being a fun discussion. You actually shared a couple of playlists and comments with the kiddos. Nice. Fun. Yes. You know what mixed CDs and tapes are? Yep. Nice thing about Spotify playlists is you're not limited on space. Your playlist can be 12 hours plus. This is also a good thing, yes, because CDs and DVDs ran out of space real quick, that's for sure. My bestie has maxed out she still has an iPod. She got a new one when they were re-releasing them before they went back off the market again. She has maxed out the space in it. I know that she said it has like, I can't remember if she said 999 or 9,090. Anyway, she's maxed it out. She's also like, it's cracked. And she's like, we're leaving it plugged in because it's connected to the car. We're leaving it plugged in. It's on a hope and prayer. And when it dies, she's going to be very, very sad because that's like over 10 years worth of music. So yeah. You miss getting up early on New Year's Day and recording the songs from the countdown. You're an older millennial too. Yeah, I don't think we ever. I know my dad has recorded a couple songs off the radio, like in my memory of like me being alive, but that was not a thing that we normally did. Um, Instead, we would burn them from either his records or our CDs and like make a new mixed whatever. So that is cool in terms of sharing the playlists. I look forward to seeing how my Jen Nauer, she's 6. I think it's Alpha. So I think we've gone back to Alpha. Um, at least that's what because Bestie's Baby is like tail end of Alpha. So, yeah. You like Oregon Trail generation, right? Exactly. Because if you're in it, you automatically know because you play that game like it was your job. It's a little different from Gen Zers and millennials. Yeah. See, here's the other thing is I don't know if Oregon Trail generation is also Carmen Sandiego generation or not, or if Carmen Sandiego is like slightly different. Y'all let me know. Did you play Carmen Sandiego in the computer lab of your school in your like typing and business classes? If you are Oregon Trail generation, did you also play Carmen Sandiego? Because those were like the two things. Anyway, I miss Carmen Sandiego. That was kind of fun. That was, that was a fun game. Anyway, Pat just says we grew up without tech, and then tech came to us, and we were like, okay, right? Yeah, learn as you go. We're not mad at new stuff or impatient. I don't know about impatient. Sometimes I am. You never played Oregon Trail. You grew up playing Clue Finders. I don't know what Clue Finders is. Pedge says, I don't know what that is, but I bet I would have liked it. Probably. You just dress the way you want. I'm too old to pay attention to trends now. Yeah, at this point, I have given up on trends. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna wear what I'm comfortable in for the most part. Oregon Trail generation is like the cusp of X and millennial. An unofficial title I read in an article once and was like, this is the truth. I think a lot of us of the Oregon Trail generation read that article and was like, yes. Yeah. Padgett says, you never know. I thought you were like 26. You like flare jeans, but I tried to find non-low-rise one. Yes. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah. You have a butt and low-rise pants are uncomfortable. Yes. Jules is a great name. Yay. It's your goddaughter's name too. Yay. Excellent. Yeah, I really like it. And I don't think it had ever crossed my mind that could be a nickname for me until my friend in high school was like, hey, Jules. And I'm like, oh, I like this. So Rachel says, I've maxed the freebie playlist on Spotify and I have one for each book. So you may have to subscribe. Oh, no. Carrie says, my dad did some freelance DJing and he had terabytes of music on flash drive. Yeah. Since he worked with seniors, he had music going back to the 1950s, maybe the 40s. That's amazing. They'll never know the struggle. Hoping the DJ will shut up so we can get as much of that song recorded as much as possible. Yeah. You played both Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail both in school. Yeah. CB says, no, we didn't do Carmen Sandiego. You used Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing. Nice. You had Carmen Sandiego at home though. Nice. Yes, you love Carmen Sandiego, but you had it as a kid, right? Yeah. You used to watch Carmen Sandiego. Also, you're 34. Yeah. Did not play Carmen Sandiego, but I loved the game show. Okay. Clue Finders is a series of educational games for kids. Started in 3rd grade and go up to 6th grade. They also had games that specialize with math and reading skills. Now I want to listen to acapella. You can do it during the sprint, right? You're 49 and you remember that your school got the computer lab when you were 12-ish. So we had both, and you had both games. Yeah. I pretty much cannot wear jeans of any sort. Do jeggings count because you can wear those? Those are a different material. I would count those as leggings rather than like, so, but yeah. We are also the legging generation because um, I don't know. I mean, I just remember like uh wearing leggings and you had to wear the tunic top that covered your butt far enough down to where it could be considered like a dress or like enough coverage. Yeah, the legging generation. It's like we fought so hard to wear the leggings in public. Oregon Trail legging generation. What are you gonna do, right? Uh, as a zennial, I miss my stirrup pants. Oh, stirrup pants. Wow. Yeah, I forgot about those. I had a couple pairs of those when I was a kid, and then like the texture really annoyed me, so I cut off the elastics. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, let's take this nostalgia train down, shall we? Let's see. I think I'm gonna do let's do which one? Which one do we want to do? Let's go ahead and do Winter Morning. And this is the second sprint, so it's the self-promo sprint. So if you have something that you want to share that is writing adjacent, please make sure that you do so during this sprint, which means YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon page, websites, blogs, social medias, etc. Just remember, especially if you have a book out recently, a book coming out soon, or a book on sale, let us know where we can find you and your work. Just remember that if you do not have a blue wrench of power, you will not be able to post direct links. That being said, please promo away. My promo is subscribe if you are not and you would like to be. That is my promo. Regular reminders. 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, how'd we do? Oops, that I was not highlighting, so that won't do. Okay, 12:31. Okay, excellent. So if we do during the next sprint, I should be able to move a second sticky. So that'll be good. That'll be very good. All right. Get back to where I was. How are we doing? Don't forget that was the self-promo sprint, so please make sure you do your promotion in the chat. I did go disappear for a minute, well, 2 minutes and some change to reheat my mug of tea by being a heathen and sticking it in the microwave and nuking it again. So, but now it's a little too hot. There's no in between with it's like either too cold or too hot, and there's no in between with the microwave. So, but at the moment it is hot, which is good. Let's see. Let me scroll up and see if we have any promos. Carrie says, Carrie H. Author, your promo, all of your links are in the link tree under the name Carrie H. Author. You have a serial fantasy adventure over on Ream, a Substack, and a memoir collection, part 2 coming soon, as well as a contemporary fantasy novella. Nice. And Rachel, thank you very much. Here is Carrie's link tree. Rachel says, my Ream is brand spanking new, so you check out Rachel's Magical Mischief Ream. What else? Let's see. Monique is contemplating changing the character name of one of the characters. You don't like Raphael at the moment, and you don't really want to call him Raph or Rafe. Doesn't sound like a name from one of your friends. Okay. Let's see. We were trying to get Rachel was trying to get CB's archive of our own link, but it just wasn't really happening. The link was not linking. So make sure you check out CB's channel, and CB has information under the About page there. So you're gonna go with the name Ryan for now. You actually Googled what the most common names in Puerto Rico are. And Ryan is one of them. It's totally plausible that his parents named him Ryan because he was born in Texas. Okay. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Let's see. Since Final Fight, okay, this is where you were trying to find a way to clue your character in about the funeral home. And I suggested funeral homes usually make announcements ahead of time for funerals and events. So usually that gets published in the newspaper as well as posted on the funeral home's website and possibly social media, depending on how modern the funeral home is. So you could have some sort of clue in the announcement. Heather is here. Hello. And you're like, actually, I was just going to go make myself some tea. Chai. Nice. Maybe your character will find the funeral announcement from the funeral home belonging to the vampire court, and it's basically a coded message. Also, probably that could work. Yep. Currently writing out how Andy finds the clue. He's looking at the newspaper, and there's an advertisement for the funeral home in Dallas, even though it's the Houston paper. Okay, so that might sort of like ring some bells for him. Stacy says, I haven't written yet. I think I may try to do some handwriting and not typing. Fair enough. If one medium is not working, try another. Monique says, weird question. Would a real estate investment / development company list off all of the properties they own on their website? Generally, if they are going to try and sell them, yes. If they are holding on to them for their own development, no. But generally, yeah, they will have like a listing page that's part of what they call broker or being a broker. Like you're like a listing agent type of thing. Is like you have a list. It's your job. You get compensated for creating these listings. And so they would have them on their own website, but they would also make sure to post them on things like Realtor and Apartments and whatever else, all the other things. But yeah, they generally would have a list of the things that they are offering for sale. I hope that helps. Francis says, not even near my word count goal yet, and your coffee is cold. So reheat it or stick some ice in it. Those are your options. Either make it hot again or make it super cold. Okay, nearing better temperature. Heather says, if you need an editor for your book and other creative writing this quarter, I have multiple openings, says Heather. You can check out Heather's link tree where you have links to all the social medias and where you can contact Heather. Becca went to Starbucks with your mom and your sis, but now you're back to book edits. Nice. Okay. Also, I want to know how you're feeling about the move. Are you, because I know you said by the end of February, right? But February is coming soon. So how you feeling? How's it going? I don't want to put pressure on you, and apologies if you didn't want to think about it yet. There was Heather's link. Rachel says, okay, I got 4 of the episodes copied over to the new drafting document. Rachel says, welcome back to Becca. Stacy says to Monique, I don't think so in terms of like listing everything that they own. All the ones that are available, yes. Most of the ones recently sold / rented, but I don't think all of them. Yeah. Regina is doubling up on allergy meds today. Oh no, you woke up dizzy. Not good. Yeah, finally up and around though. Glad to see you, if only for a few minutes. Yeah. Hopefully you feel better soon. Monique says, thanks to Stacy, I just need to figure out how to code the message so that Andy can make the connection. They would list only the ones they want to offer. Yeah. Heather got your tea started, doing some self-care today, including getting a chiropractor appointment and all of the things that you needed to do after that. Gotcha. You're also doing some research for your panel for the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. When is that happening again? Can you give me the dates for the next conference? Rachel says, okay, have to take the kiddo to the grocery store. Thanks for the spritz. You're welcome. You're excited about spritz. How many S's are in there? 1, 2, 3. Like too many, right? Rachel says to Regina, hi. Sorry I missed your message the first time around. Becca says, I've been making calls for the move, but you have so much more to do. Gotcha. Yeah. Do you have boxes? Have you gone? Okay, so here was the trick. Instead of buying like the movers boxes or the bankers boxes or whatever, those are very nice because they have handles and stuff. Do you have a liquor store near you that you could go in and ask for their boxes? I mean, they're ugly, and people are going. People, you might worry that people think you drink too much, but liquor boxes have very sturdy. They're very sturdy because they have to carry bottles and stuff. So they are good for packing some other smaller things that won't. No, but anyway. So yeah, if you have a liquor store near you. I suggest asking for some free boxes. Becca says hi to Rachel. Regina says to Rachel and Becca, hi, friends. Friends, don't worry, I really just got here. Regina. The Simpsons and the Tracy Ullman show didn't make it to this side of the pond. Oh, no. Eyes on conference. Is the conference online? Yes, it was online. I think it's always on. It's always been online. The last couple of years. The third weekend of February. So 1, 2, 3. So that's the 17th and 18th. If I have that correctly. Regina says to Becca, I'm attempting to get 3 projects finished by the middle of February because I have to get my tax stuff organized during the last half of the month. Please don't overstress. You're going to ask my apartment building since so many people move in and out of there all the time. Gotcha. But if they don't have enough, definitely liquor store. Rachel says, Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. Here's the website. Thank you. 100% online. Also, as you're a gamer, you would like the format. It looks like a game. I thought your advice about the liquor store was going to be very different. Really? Well, I mean, if you're moving and you're stressed and you need or want something to decompress, sure, shop around while you're there, but mainly ask for the free boxes. Liquor store is a great idea. Yes. Rachel says thank you to, or Heather says thank you to Rachel. Rachel says, I love using liquor store boxes for packing because they're usually made for glass bottles. Yeah, yes. I don't know if they're like a thicker cardboard or like what, but they're generally very, very sturdy. So, CB says, do supermarkets still do boxes over there? Also, it's worth investing in some bubble wrap. So, and Sharpie markers, right? So this is the thing. A lot of times with grocery stores / supermarkets, they, as soon as they empty the box that the products come in, the larger box, they break the box down. Or if they are leaving things like Aldi, if they're leaving things in the boxes, there's like a tear away portion so that you can see and reach in to get the product, which means that they do not leave the boxes whole enough to really be useful later, if that makes sense. So I have found that, if you can catch somebody at the grocery store who's unpacking and stocking, you're really like, hey, by the way, can I just have these boxes? Like, I'll stand here until you're done, but can I have your boxes? I don't know if they would let you. They might. So it's Friday through Sunday. So it's the 16th through 18th of February. Tickets are $35 for the whole weekend. Nice. Excellent. When you moved 2 years ago, you had to get some boxes from Amazon. Yeah. I wonder if they're cheaper on Amazon than they are, because I bought some from like Walmart as opposed to like Office Depot or Office Max because they were cheaper at Walmart, but they were still like expensive, like actual moving boxes. Maybe I got some from Lowe's or something. I don't know. Anyway, they were expensive, more than I wanted to pay, which is why I'm like, liquor store from now on. Anyway, yeah, liquor store boxes are useful. So anyway, let's go ahead and do another, like it's 2:50. Do y'all want to do one more sprint plus the cleaning sprint, or just do the cleaning sprint? How are you feeling? Because I feel like we've only done 2 sprints, so I feel like we probably ought to do one more sprint. Okay, so they were cheaper on Amazon. Gotcha. Let's do one more sprint and then the 5-minute cleaning sprint. Let's do that. Let's do it. Because again, like I chatted a whole bunch today. It is still technically winter, so let's do this one and scroll it down. There we go. Present, share. This one, share, make it big. All right. So, 1, save your document. 2, take a sip of hopefully your now cooled down tea. Perfect temperature now. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. How was that? Let's see. Marking where I'm leaving off and seeing how much I got done. Nice. Okay. Very good. So I got another 1,000 and a couple. Which brings me up to 53,450 for the month. So not bad. I'm gonna save it. Okay. How we doing? Let's see. Monique says, I seriously feel like I'm in full conspiracy theory board mode right now. Your current idea is Andy's looking at the obit slash funeral announcement. It's for a businessman who has connections all around Texas, as well as Vegas and Arizona. And the funeral home has an interesting sounding name. Perhaps a Shakespeare location name, because most of the vampires in Houston Court have used Shakespeare's name. The example you gave is Burnham Wood Funeral Home. If you want it to be sort of like obvious enough for like most people to pick up on that it's like a connection to the vampires Shakespeare names, then you might have to go more obvious. You might have to go like Hamlet Funeral Home. You might have to go Stratford and Avon funeral home. So you might have to do a more obvious connection. Burnham Wood does not ring a bell for me as being a Shakespearean name. So just FYI. If you want people to make that connection, you're probably going to have to make it a little bit more obvious. Thog is here. He said, I forgot this was Monday. I said, happy Monday, the day that comes before you know it. You think you have something? Excellent. Good. Monique says, Burnham Wood is mentioned in Macbeth. Yeah, but it's not like most people are not going to like make that connection. You could go Macbeth Funeral Home and then it's real obvious. But you know, things like that. Stacy says, I wrote 3 paragraphs, so about 400 words. Nice. Excellent. Thog says, it's just all the overtime dragging on from November to what looks like March now. They still haven't hired anybody, or like the training is just super long? Like, what's going on? Did somebody else leave? Regina says, I corrected 2 chapters of the paranormal. Nice. Excellent. Becca got through a chapter and a half. Fantastic. CB got 733 words. Excellent. Yes. Regina says, hooray for everybody's progress. Stace says, thanks. I've been struggle busing for a while, right? Yeah. Go with Stratford and Avon then. Yep. I think that would be a more gonna take a break. Okay. You hired someone and then your part-timer quit. Oh no. Such is life. Unfortunately, that does leave you with more of the overtime, doesn't it? That's frustrating. All right, y'all. I think it is finally time for our new cleanup tidy sprint. So let me explain to you how this lovely chaotic mess happens. This will be it's a 5-minute sprint. And So things are going to disappear and reappear sort of like in different areas. So essentially, this pen is going to disappear first, then this pen, that pencil, and the ruler. And then they're all, and the scissors as well. And they're all going to get stacked in this pencil cup. And then the binder clips, paper clips, and eraser are going to disappear. And then this little cup is going to move over here and they're going to reappear in the little cup. Then the notebooks over here are going to disappear and then reappear in a nice, neat stack. So, but it happens like, one thing happens every like 18-ish seconds. So it's a very slow situation. So it takes the whole 5 minutes for the timer background to become cleaner, because that's the whole idea. But yeah, so just so you know, so things are going to be like occasionally disappearing from the timer. So it is a silent timer. It has the little chimes at the end. But yeah, so if you like this one, let me know if I should make more like this, or if you want them with like an upbeat music or things like that. But anyway, that's what the timer is going to be doing while we are tidying / cleaning. So here we go. Don't forget to save your documents and take a sip of whatever it is you're hydrating with. Cheers. Do your posture check. Straighten. Roll. Here we go. And again, if you feel like writing for these 5 minutes, that is fine. If you feel like taking a break, that's fine. But, every once in a while, a little tidy doesn't hurt. So here we go. 5 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ta-da! That was your quick 5-minute clean. How'd we do? Were you able to tidy up a couple things? Hopefully so. I've been pretty impressed with myself in terms of this past week. My desk did not get majorly cluttered, but I also didn't set up my bujo, which is like one of my main culprits of like chaos on my desk. So I'm definitely going to have to tidy after I do that the next time. But for now, it's pretty good. So hopefully you enjoyed the new timer. Hopefully it'll become useful for us, for others. So yeah. Let's see. Francis says, I wrote 2K overall. I'll probably rewatch one of your streams from last week. Nice. Excellent. Stacy says, I wrote during that break. Since you hadn't been writing, you got about another paragraph, so maybe a total of 450. Yay. Francis says, love the new tidy sprint. Must have taken you ages. Love the little cups filling up. Yay. I made the background in Canva exclusively. And it wasn't too bad. Stacy says, the new timer is so cute. Yay. Yeah, so if you let me see if I can actually show y'all what I do with Canva in terms of okay, so the present share screen. There we go. Okay, so let me maybe make it a little bigger, sort of. So essentially what I did was I found from mostly the same sort of the same element element creator. So that way and I changed the ones that were not to be a similar color palette. But I just like stacked and layered things on top of each other till it looked like a messy desk. And then this one was the first one I decided needed to disappear. So this normally says animation or animate. So if you click on this little side menu happens, and then you can say whether or not you want it to fade, if you want it to appear from side to side, if you want it to quote unquote breathe. There's a couple more other options in terms of this is all on the free situation. And then you also choose whether or not you want it to do the animation, so the pop when it in like at the very beginning of your that slides timer on the end of it, or both. And I chose on exit because I wanted to have a few moments where this was just like static before this disappears. So I just essentially duplicated this slide, quote unquote, and then I deleted that pen that was right here on top of the open notebook. And then I chose the next thing that was going to disappear. And then the next slide, that's gone. And then you animate the next one, and so on and so forth. And so each slide, there's something missing. And then this is actually the full plus the ruler, because this one is actually, if you double click it, you can see I've cropped it down to where it's just the cup so that you don't see the stuff. So that was how I knew, okay, well, I need the 2 pens and a pencil and the scissors to go in the cup. And then I added the ruler. So I just did that. And then the same thing for like moving the cup over to have the stuff, the eraser and the pens and stuff. So it was just, it did take me a while to figure out how I wanted to do it, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So it was kind of fun to make. But yeah, that's how you make a timer in Canva with disappearing items. That's how you do it. But yeah. It was fun. The problem is, like, getting enough things that are, um, alike in terms of the animation style or the illustration style. There we go. Because I don't have an iPad and iPencil, so I can't make my own. That's a goal for eventual. Um, but for right now, I have to use the freebie elements and vectors and things that are floating around the internet. So let's see. Becca is still editing. You're probably going to edit for a couple more hours, so you can find Becca floating around on the streams today. Heather says, I've been promoting my special stream that you're having on Friday. You're interviewing the person responsible for setting up the Neurodivergent Publishing Conference. Nice. Fun. What time on Friday is that going to be? CB got 69 words that time. Excellent. Francis says, thank you for hosting. Yay, you're welcome. See you on Wednesday for more productivity time. Yes. Heather forgot to mention the interview on earlier. That's okay. Now we just need a desk with tarot cards from different decks, sticky notes, markers, note cards, pieces of candy, things like that. I mean, I will probably steal this idea and see if I can make another desk for a different chaos clean. So yeah. So there we go. Thank you very much. Don't forget to save and sip and hydrate and stand up and walk around and stretch every once in a while. I will see y'all Wednesday for the very last day of January 2024. So, yeah. Okay, so the interview will be at 2 p.m. You like the name Chaos Clean. Right. Excellent. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and say goodbye then. Have fun. Hop on the streams. I did post a link to the writing craft book survey in the description. So if you haven't answered the writing craft survey, please do so. It's for book recommendations, and then I'm going to be doing something to sort of like release it in a more easily consumable bite type thing. Anyway, either spreadsheet, PDF, video, somehow I'm going to put those recommendations out for everybody. So here we go. Thank you very much, and I will see y'all soon. Bye.